Everyone. So, over the past couple of days, I've been watching this thing on the media about Tanushree Datta and her sort of allegations against a senior actor and other members of the crew of one of her films in 2008. And I've been really, really upset by watching all of this. And I felt it just didn't feel right that I didn't say something. Harassment of any kind against anybody is absolutely incorrect. In the film industry in Bombay, particularly, I can tell you that having worked in it for a number of years, this is something that is absolutely rampant. But it's all sort of shrouded in mystery and swept under the rug. Nobody talks about it, which is why you see no one having come out in support of this actor who's been on the news for the past couple of days. And the thing is that I'm not really sure what I want to say or share, but I just it's something that really, really infuriates me. The rampant patriarchal attitude that leads to women being taken for granted by men is not something that is confined to the film industry or to the entertainment business. It's across the board, not just in this country, but all over the world, not just in one particular sector or segment of professional life, but all over. And it's extremely, extremely tragic. What I find horrifying and shocking is that even now, when this lady Tanushree Datta is coming out into the media and saying the things that she is, people's only reactions seem to be, oh, what was she doing for the past 10 years? Was she sleeping? How come she's woken up so late and come out now? Even if there is somebody who's gone through any kind of assault or any kind of violence or violation, fingers seem to be first pointed at that person. It is exceedingly difficult, inconceivable even, for you and I, who may not have experienced any kind of violence, to even fathom what goes through a person who has suffered psychologically and physically. So, that in itself takes a lot of time to process. That's one very obvious reason why people take time to come out into the open and talk about these things. The other thing is that immediately fingers are pointed at the victim, and the victim oftentimes is completely ostracized from the community, from the professional milieu, and is unable to ever find work again. So I have just been extremely upset by this over the past few days, and forgive my sort of agitated tone, but I thought I must come out and at least express my views and urge both men and women women who've undergone any kind of violation to trust in themselves and trust in the few good people that are out there to come out and speak about it. And I really, really, really urge men to not take these things for granted, to not be hypocrites, to sort of check themselves, check their behavior. It's shocking that these men who are going around and harassing women, don't they have mothers and wives and sisters and daughters? I'm the father of a very young, year-and-a-half-old baby. I get the shudders thinking about what kind of world she's growing up in. When she becomes older, she might be away from us at boarding school, later on to study abroad possibly, work in any sector or sphere of her choosing. And what kind of a world are we sending out our young children into? We owe it to ourselves and to our young children, to the next generation, to correct mistakes that our generation and our predecessors have been making. We must, as young parents, bring up our children with a deep sense of right and wrong, of morality, of respect for all genders, and to be sensitive and to be aware. There shouldn't be different rules and laws that apply to boy children versus girl children. And only if we lead by example, and we practice this at home, and our children see the way we are as parents, the way husbands and wives are with each other, the way mums and dads are with each other, that they will develop this sense of morality from the get-go, and hopefully become more sensitive citizens and populate a world where no particular gender is singled out and is in danger. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.